Daily Mirror proudly present a lightweight contest of 12 3-minute rounds, a match made at 9 stones 9 pounds for the lightweight championship of the Commonwealth. Presenting and introducing in the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, the challenger for the title with a professional record of 8 wins and 1 loss, with 7 of those wins coming inside the distance, the lightweight champion of Ghana and Africa, David Tetteh. And in the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, with a professional record of 29 wins against 2 losses, 23 of the wins inside the distance, the former undefeated British lightweight champion and current lightweight champion of the Commonwealth, from Luton, Billy Schwer. At the weigh-in, Tetteh scale, 9 stones 9 pounds, Schwer 9 stones 8 pounds. The referee for this contest is Mr. Richie Davis, and the timekeeper, Mr. Bob Edgeworth.
Right, let's join Jim Watt and say good evening to Reg Guttridge.
So Richie Davis and the referee. If it does go 12, it's the half-point system. The British, as it's in the British ring, a little bit of confusion putting the gloves on there, and certainly Billy Schwer's gloves are marked differently, I think, than David Tetteh's, unless they must be the same weight. So it appears this fellow is nicknamed in Ghana the Tiny Tyson, and he has that stamped on his trunks. Well, possibly a little bit over the top, one would have thought, but he's a little tough, rough fighter, and he's been here previously, not to box, but to spar at the All-Stars Gymnasium in Paddington, and a reliable man there called Mr. Akai says that he's a tough little nut. First time outside of Africa, and Billy Schwer just, you know, he's top of the game at the moment, really. He's well got over that defeat through retirement with cut eyes, with Rafael Rulas for the World Championship in Las Vegas, and he's back to basics now, and certainly looked good at defeating a South African on October the 28th, Molfani, in 8 rounds. Well, he's going to easily duck below the waistline, Jimmy, David Tetteh, isn't he?
Yeah, well, I hope Schwer doesn't end up with the same problems little Paul Weir had last week with Matt Lala. I mean, he was smaller and he boxed from a crouch. But Schwer just wants to have a good look at this fellow. We don't know an awful lot about him. A good knockout record, but we don't know who he's been knocking out. So Schwer just wants to be nice and careful and do as he's doing now, just long range stuff, get the jab moving. Good start here from Schwer.
Gymnasium form is not always the guide, of course, a bit like the gallops, but good reports coming out of the gym the last time he was here.
Tetteh throws a kind of powerful looking left hook. He doesn't lead with the jab, so if there is a bit of a swing come hook, but there seems to be a fair bit of power behind it. So Schwer doing the right thing, just keeping nice and tight there.
Tetteh comes out of sort of Bukong village, it's called, on the outskirts of Accra. And that's where Zuma Nelson and Ike Cordy come from. It's almost like sort of a Kronk of Detroit area, if you like.
That punch looked a little bit low from Tetteh from here.
He's just taking stock well there, Schwer now. He's a very accomplished boxer. Tasted the World Championship level and wants to get back there, very ambitious, and won a Lonsdale belt outright.
Well, the only danger I've seen in the first round is that left hook of Tetteh's. Looks fairly powerful.
Well, as they used to say in that old American television show, Jim, as we come up to the end of this round, very interesting, isn't it? Don't quite know what this guy's got in stock.
Yeah, well, I have to say, in the first round, he's lost the first round, but I think Tetteh's maybe a little bit better than I expected.
Well, it's one of the, it looked like a little splash of blood around his left eye there. I don't say that because he's had a bit of problem with that. He's certainly gone into a lot of trouble to try and avoid it, and in the ring is the best place to do that. And there's the cornerman, including his dad, who boxed for Ireland as a featherweight and also for England. Well, a tough little handful there. It is the cousin of former champion Alfred Cote, the trainer, and Asola Ake runs that gymnasium in London, and his son TJ was a cruiserweight of note.
Second out, round 2.
Oh, we're into round 2 then of this Commonwealth 9 stone 9 pounds championship. And Tetteh came right on the button, had to get off an ounce or 2 at the weigh-in, and a pound heavier than Schwer, actually. Well, as they say in the game, this guy's come to fight, Jim.
It's that left hook. He's been pulled for the inside of the glove there, but I tell you, it was a solid thump. I think Schwer will be quite pleased. That little smudge of blood still in Schwer's right eye. That left hook could become dangerous as this fight goes on.
Well, we wondered there were not too many credentials coming into the fight now, David Tetteh, but whatever goes on from there, we know he's a hard little battler, and in many ways a bit risky.
What a good
punch! What a good punch!
That really was a well-delivered punch, because he caught the leading punch on his left hand and then turned the left hook. That was a lovely piece of boxing there from Schwer.
I think he tried to remind Tetteh who was boss there a little bit, saying, well, you've had a bit of a go and thrown a few swings at me, now just take that one.
I think the fact that it's only been a few weeks since Schwer boxed, he's starting very sharply. I think that's done him good. I don't think he started as sharply as this the last time out. Took him a few rounds to get rolling, but this time he's looking far sharper.
I think he's recognised the danger a bit, Jim. Pretty handy title, the All-African Championship, actually. There's a lot of competition out there. We weren't sure whether he'd been tested enough, David Tetteh.
Looks like another low blow from Tetteh. He's slapping a little bit and he's landing low. So I think referee Davis will be on to him once or twice before this is over. That's that left hook again. Schwer boxing very sharply.
Well, I think he's got a need to be at his best as well. I keep saying it, he's a dangerous little customer, this guy. He stopped 7 out of 8, Jim, and he couldn't have done it with slaps all the time, but of course we don't know the strength of that opposition, really.
Schwer is looking for the left hook coming now. As he goes to work on his own left side, he's ready to catch Tetteh's left side, but that's a dangerous looking hook still. Right from the first bell, that left hook has looked dangerous.
Not a bad right hand punch there either. Fourth round coming up then of this, well, pretty intriguing match it's turned out with Billy Schwer and David Tetteh. Certainly brought some Ghanaian support with, not from Africa, but from the London Ghanaians.
Tetteh not driving himself forward at the beginning of this round as he's been doing in the previous. He was just biding his time.
I think he's tumbled him a bit now, Schwer, don't you? He's... Oh dear, that was a hard hit, as I said that.
That's the first time he's tried that right hand lead. He's followed it with that dangerous left hook, and that landed. Yep, Schwer has to tighten up here. He doesn't want to punch back. He just wants to grab hold of Tetteh and get his head clear. Doesn't want to punch back here.
Well, but he's using the word dangerous right from the off, and proved to be right there. It's not the sort of opponent I would have thought that manager Mickey Duff would have hand-picked for Schwer.
Billy's defences have suddenly disappeared. They were so tight, so compact in the first 3 rounds. Now his defences have disappeared. He wants to punch it out with Tetteh, and that's the wrong thing to do.
Trying to pinch a bit of a rester if he can now, Schwer. Just get himself together again. He was hurt there.
Tetteh hasn't been able to sustain that attack. I don't know. Yep, there's that left hook once again.
Right above the commentary position here. We can hear them sinking in, Jim Watt and I.
This is a shaky round for Billy Schwer. Must get that chin down a bit lower.
Minute to go in the 4th round.
See, Schwer should just be backing off, making him miss with these swings and take some of the steam. I mean, it's been a struggle of a round for Billy, so he should just be backing off, try to make this guy miss.
Been gnawing on that gum shield there, Tetteh, as well, putting some extra weight behind the punches.
Well, for 3 rounds, Schwer did nothing wrong, but he's done quite a few things wrong in this round.
That's better. He's got to sort of bob and weave a little bit now, Schwer, to avoid some of those swings. Just try and step inside them. Not easy to do, and you've got to be brave to do it. Not the first time that Billy Schwer's had a bit of a surprise with an African fighter. A guy called Chung gave him a bit of a rough time.
See, again, Tetteh is dangerous when allowed to come forward, but Schwer really wants to try to back him up. Get the chin down and come forward. Don't allow this fellow to go forward with the swings.
He's arguing with the referee. He said, I'm not slapping. I said he couldn't speak English. He understood that. Yeah, I'd like to see Schwer jabbing him. That's it, like that. Keeping him right.
So that left hook still dangerous every time he throws it.
He's trying to pot shot at him now, Tetteh.
A nice uppercut from Schwer. And Schwer is boxing well, and it's just as well he is, because this fellow is very, very dangerous. See, Schwer is nicked over the left eye. Surprisingly, I expected the right eye to go with the hooks, but Tetteh comes with the right hand. It doesn't look a bad cut, but it's certainly something that could worsen. It's right on the bone of Schwer's left eye. Left eyebrow.
Minute to go in this round.
Schwer has been made to fight Tetteh's fight. And that is bad news for Billy Schwer.
Oh, he's cut too, Schwer. What a shame. He's had 3 fights now without being cut since the World Championship. And this would be disastrous for Schwer if he loses the championship like that. Danny Mancini in the corner's got to get to work with the coagulates quickly.
That was a good right hook. Now this little fellow is beginning to hurt Schwer. Schwer coming apart just a little bit. His boxing's coming apart here.
And this was the guy that some of the critics wrote off as being untested and almost unworthy of this chance. The 8th round coming up.
Yeah, just use his feet a little bit more, I would suggest, for Schwer here. Just use the ring that a little bit more. This fellow, he's not clever in anything he does. He just dips the knees and lets the swings go. So Schwer should be able to solve that out and outbox this fellow.
Yeah, he's got over the rocky passage, and he certainly did have that.
Actually, it was a time when Schwer had to show his championship qualities, because, I mean, a couple of tough rounds, then he gets them behind him and it comes back again. Even a little feint, if he would show this fellow a little feint just to draw the swings, then go to work himself.
He can pile up a lot of points actually by using that jabbing punch all the time, the left hand lead.
See, as long as Schwer's chin's down nice and low, see, which it wasn't then, that was when he runs into trouble. If he gets that chin down nice and low, then he can pump away with the jab, no harm's going to come to him.
So he's pinching all the points now, a minute and a half almost of this round.
And he's keeping Tetteh occupied. He's not really backing him up, but he's just keeping him occupied with that jab.
Yeah, midway through the round. Oh, that's when he starts steaming in now. They're a bit spasmodic, his attacks, Tetteh, but they're effective. Oh, there's another shot. Went straight to his legs, those punches.
Two lovely punches after taking a solid hook himself. See, that's it. Just if he would just back off from these swings, keep the chin down and use his feet to back off. Don't sway away from him. Just back off and make this fellow miss.
Certainly better when he stabs himself in the centre of the ring, actually, Schwer. He's inclined to get caught a bit too much on the ropes.
And this has been a tremendous pace every round, as it never let up.
Well, there it is. Attention as always. The moment, these 60 seconds are really vital, and many a fight has been won and lost by corner men. As he was saying before the show, it's a tough game, but he loves it, Billy Schwer, and it's the thing that he does best. It's his platform, it's his way of getting respect, and a few bob to go with it. Let's have another look, Jim. That's a good shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, Schwer was forced to take a few solid whacks in that round, but it was another decent round for him. He got that jab working for most of the time and kept this little fellow occupied.
Seconds out, round 9.
9th round. David Tetteh's been 12 rounds once in his career. And the one loss, well, it doesn't mean anything. It's a guy I don't know called Dagarasu. Whatever happened to him? Well, it's as comfortable as he could have it at the moment, Schwer, I suppose, Jim, that scorecard of yours. And we've been interested to see if it does go 12, what Richie Davis, whether he'll take off points for not correct hitting.
See, Tetteh doesn't do anything clever whatsoever. He just ducks down and gets his swings coming. Very awkward swings. But if Schwer could use his feet just that little bit quicker, just to bag. See, he's standing there caught with his chin high. must get that chin down and use his legs to get him out of trouble, to back off, make these punches fall short. We have to remember, Schwer is feeling tired too. This has been a hectic pace all the way. You can see signs of tiredness in Schwer's work.
Very diligent trainer, of course, Schwer, but then the African, he's got stamina to burn by the look of it. A lot of missed punches going, and they probably look good from the back of the hall.
That's what I would like to see Schwer doing, just some more evasive boxing, just move back, move to the side, away from these punches. Don't just stand in front of this guy.
Well, going into this fight, Billy Schwer's camp knew that this guy was going to be a rough and tumbled merchant. They'd seen him on video. And they certainly know now.
Schwer looking very tired. I mean, that was a very amateurish move there. He missed with his own punches, and he was really hanging out to dry. He's very lucky he didn't take a harder punch there. His chin completely unprotected there. Schwer really looking very tired here.
Tiredness can come by punching yourself out a bit, Jim, as much as taking punches, can't it?
Well, the main cause is when you're working under pressure all the time, as Schwer has been here. This little fella's been pressing all the way. This has been a tough round for both guys.
Oh dear, they'll be pleased to hear this, Bill. It's been a hard round, the ninth. They've all been hard, but this one's really been hard. Well, the way he flopped in the stool there, it suspects that, well, he's blowing a bit too. I'm not surprised. And here it is again.
See, I would just like to see Schwer making a bit more use of his legs, but maybe too late in the day now. His legs. See, you can see how we get completely lost here. No defences whatsoever. That a real sign of tiredness about his work there. I mean, if one of these real solid whacks had come and see that's there, another low punch from the afternoon. But look at Schwer here. I mean, really hanging out to dry, and very, very lucky that he wasn't severely punished for that lapse.
Sure, they're letting him know that in the corner. 10th round.
Well, Schwer must try to have a less hectic round. He has to try to move around and just not get involved with this guy. Fella is too strong and too awkward.
And a very competent job on the eye, though, Jim, and they managed to keep that staunch for a while.
Yeah, because it's more than a nick. It's a severe cut there in the corner. I've done very well. But that's better, Schwer. Get your work done and then step back out of range, well out of range. He doesn't want to lean back, he wants to step right back.
What a pace this has been, Jim.
Well, we wondered about the African before the first bell, but we don't wonder about him now. I don't think he'll be too welcome back here again.
No, and regrettably, he hasn't finished yet.
Again, Billy looking a little bit leaden-footed.
This is when all that hard work, the preparation for the fight counts now. Really dig deep into the trenches and fight back, these boys now. Particularly Schwer.
The better punches at this point are coming from Tetteh. Nothing clever, as I say, fairly basic, but just charging forward, using his strength. And strength is something that Billy Schwer seems to be running out of here.
He's some gutsy warrior, isn't he, Tetteh? He really is. And that's what I mean about hanging on the ropes. He might be trying to pinch a breather, Jim, but it's not in his favour.
No, the time to have breathers is maybe the last round, sometimes the second last round. This is too early. He wanted a good 10. But there's that solid left hook again.
And the eyes opened up again now. I hope it hasn't worsened. Oh, this really is a hard round for Billy Schwer.
Yeah, the real solid quality punches that have come from Tetteh in this round. Schwer very, very tired. Things looking a little bit bleak. Billy doesn't have a lot left and he still has a couple of rounds to go.
Well, this is now where Danny Mancini's got to start all over again. They'll really apply some pressure with... Let's have another look at this one, Jim.
Schwer started well in the first minute or so, but then once again the legs get heavy. And this man's strength is now the big problem Schwer has to contend with. He's not clever, he's not smart, but it's the power and just the sheer determination of Tetteh.
See, now they managed to stop the flow right away there, but of course, the moment it gets rough in there and a sort of bumping and boring goes on in close quarters, apart from the punches.
Seconds out, round 11.
And the 11th round coming up of this Commonwealth Lightweight Championship.
See, Schwer also has damage below the right eye. That's just shows what a tough round the previous one was. The Schwer wants to just conserve energy in the first minute here because he doesn't have a lot left. He just wants to conserve. If he can have a quiet first minute of this round, then he should take that. This fellow is so strong.
And your card, Jim, still got full point. That's 2 rounds up on British scoring for Schwer, right?
That's it. A full point, 2 rounds up for Billy Schwer. As I said, it's possible referee Richie Davis has been punishing Tetteh more for the inside the glove punches than I have done. Hopefully for Billy Schwer that's the case. Well, the African has changed his tactics. He's trying to be a little bit flash, which is crazy considering the success he's had in the last round there.
He fancies he's winning it, you know, Jim, you can tell.
Yeah, but you have to keep the pressure. You're boxing away from home. I don't know if they think they're ahead in points. I certainly don't have them so. But Schwer must get the defences tighter and use his legs a bit more. That's better. See, if he just backs off from the punches, don't get involved. Back off and make these swings miss. They're not clever swings. You can see them coming.
Oh yeah, it's just like he could bowl for the West Indies the way he throws those.
But the problem for Schwer, when his legs go heavy, then he can't get away from these swings.
Oh, chopping right down on the back of the neck.
Yeah, I think all of the warnings, I mean, let's keep in mind, Schwer hasn't had one warning throughout this contest, rugged as it's been, but Tetteh has had plenty. I tell you, Schwer is a gutsy fellow, Reg. This is a hard night's work for Billy Schwer.
I'll say it is.
He's got his boxing back together a little bit better. Tetteh has dropped the pace slightly. He's feeling the pace too. But Schwer just a slight improvement. Still very tired.
Oh, here's right on the chin. They were coming in those.
I mean, when the first punch lands, your defences should come up automatic. But Billy took 3 shots cleanly there.
Keep going, Billy. They're saying from the audience. They feel that there's a problem here for him coming down last into the final round anyway. and it'll go to the referee immediately because he'll know the scoring after the 11th. He doesn't have to re-look at his card.
Well, Billy has been allowed to fiddle a bit more in this round, and he's used it to his best advantage. He hasn't got involved. He needed an easier round, and he got one there. He was allowed to use his jab.
Well, you can hear him saying the last one there now to Tiny Tyson, as he's called there, Mini Tyson. Well, he came here as not as an unknown, not an African champion, but even the people in the trade weren't too sure about him. And as I said, one or two critics said, who is he, what riders have got in there? Well, sure, we'll take a look at the other corner and see how wrong they were.
Corner, 10 seconds. Seconds out, 12th and last round.
Little wry smile there on Billy Schwer's face, I must say, as if to say, hey, this has been some tough fight.
And he starts the round with taking a whack with that left hook again. Billy just wants to survive this round, Reg. He just wants to get his defences up, block and move. Don't worry about winning the round. Now, all Schwer has to do is concentrate on defence in this round. And he's doing the exact opposite.
His punching is just as fierce in the last, David Tetteh, as it was from the off.
Yeah, but this won't last.
I know, he's done him, I think.
I tell you,
he's hitting harder in the last round, Jim. Honestly, some of those swings were inside.
But this won't last, Reg. Schwer has to cover up and let him have this little burst. He can't stand with him, grab hold of him, just survive. Just think about defence.
No, he stopped it in the last round.
I don't believe that.
It's not the cut that he stopped it for.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
This ring will be invaded.
I don't believe this fight has been stopped for that reason.
So it was a minute and 5 seconds into the round, and well, manager Mickey Duff there looking very distressed. His man was hurt. We've certainly seen fights go on a bit longer than that. Jim, you're surprised, aren't you?
Stopping. Look at Billy Schwer looking at us now. He can't believe it. He was taking shots. He was under pressure. He was very tired. But his head wasn't rolling about in the ropes. He knew what he was doing. He knew exactly where he was. I'm very, very surprised at that stoppage.
This is the end. Let's have another look at it.
You know, okay, Schwer's tired. We know he's tired, but he's been tired for the last few rounds, and he's found something to come back. This is only the first minute or so into the round. No great signs of distress. A couple of whacks. Not even really a clean shot to finish the fight. If that is stopped because of the punches he's taken and not the cut, and it can't be the cut because the cut hasn't worsened. I mean, Schwer, he's blocking the shots, he's looking back at Tetteh, he knows exactly where he is, he's very tired, he's exhausted, but no way should that have been stopped.
Gentlemen, please, after 1 minute and 4 seconds of the 12th and final round, with Schwer not in a position to continue, the referee has stopped the contest. The winner and the new lightweight champion of the Commonwealth, David Tetteh.
First of all, Billy, the referee, Richie Davis, has told me that he stopped the fight near the end to save you from further punishment.
Very, very disappointed. I mean, there's only a couple of minutes to go. I could have finished the fight, no problem. It was a big puncher, but I wasn't very badly hurt. I could have carried on, continued and finished the fight, I believe.
These are sensitive days, though, and this is the finishing stage.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he can punch, but I can take a good shot. I was a bit tired, he was tired as well, but I could have finished the fight, definitely. Without a doubt, I could have finished the last 2 rounds. Devastated.
So you're really surprised. Now, we had you ahead on points. The referee won't tell us what his scorecard said, but surely he should have had you in front.
Surely should have been in front, as you say, yeah, but that's the way it goes. It's very disappointing, but I will be back, I'll be back. It's a tough business. Sometimes you get beat, but I'll be back.
It was amazing tonight, Billy. I mean, we thought you got over your cuts problems, and you are badly cut there, and also you were taking a lot of punches today, sort of walking into swinging right hooks and things.
Yeah, he was a hard guy to fight. He came bundling, he was a little bit shorter, he was throwing left and right hooks. He was catching me, as you said, but just disappointed I didn't get through the fight, and I think I was ahead on points.
It was a super fight. Last word for you, Mickey.
Well, I think the biggest complaint I have is that the referee told me he stopped it, not because he was hurt. He says he wasn't going to win anyway. He says I had him well behind. Well,
He had Schwer behind.
yes, and now he's the only one in the building that had him behind. That's my only bone of contention.
But the other boy was slapping a lot of the
Exactly.
time.
That's my bone of contention. I didn't think he lost a round in the first 6, Billy. I think all the damage... Yes, he lost 3 or 4 rounds after that. He got the worst of the second half of the fight, but I thought he dominated the first half of the fight. And for the referee to say that I had him a mile behind anyway, I think is disgraceful.
Okay, finally, I hope the European title fight will be on. Mickey?
I hope so. That depends strictly on the European Boxing Union,
Okay.
what decision they take.
Sorry for you tonight, Billy.
Oh, thank you very much anyway. I'll be back.
You'll be back. Jim Rosenthal.